Hello, welcome to my channel, and thanks for checking out my second attempt at painting horses. I hope you enjoy the video. Please leave me a thumbs up if you do, and hit the subscribe button because that helps the algorithm find me. Thanks for watching. Here's my usual palette of water mixable oils with titanium white, cad yellow light, raw sienna, raw umber, French ultramarine blue, sap green, and alizarin crimson. This video is all about horses in the surf. So I've painted in the sky and I'm painting in the main part of the ocean, and you'll see where I'm painting in the surf and the horses. That's the most important part. You'll see as we go on that I painted around the horses, and I came to regret this. I think I should have painted the horses in first because I lost some of the form, and I think I made it up. We'll have to see later. I'm using a horizontal scrubbing stroke to put in the water. I think that looks best. Of course, waves do curve, but in this case, we're painting surf. I'm painting surf. I don't know why I use the royal we all the time, but I'm painting surf, and I think I see the water as horizontal. I had to cut this video. It takes me quite a long time to paint landscapes and obviously things like horses. I can do a painting of a flower in about an hour, and this actually is about double that. Water is one of those things I have to pick away at until I get it right. I'll go over and over an area until it begins to look watery. Now I'm using titanium white, and I'm going to begin putting in my surf, the foam of the surf. The foam does cast a shadow of its own, but I'll put that in later. Using raw sienna, I'm putting in sand, or my rendition of sand, to show that the water is shallow. I might put something else on the sand, pebbles or shells, maybe even a bird, who knows. This is my second attempt at horses, and in my first attempt I had the pale horse in the foreground. This time I'm going to stick it in the background. I'm not sure if there's a rule about this, but I'm just doing it my way, and I think it will look pretty. I'm using raw sienna mainly, and for the dark foreground horse I'll use some raw umber in there as well. I really wish that I had painted the horses first, as you'll see. If I'd simply outlined the entire horse in the beginning and then done the sky and the ocean, I think that would have been better. I wish I had done that. I should say here, I'm not showing anyone how to do this painting. I'm simply sharing my own painting experience. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you get something from it, but I can't promise that you will. Of course, you could learn by my mistakes. That would be something, wouldn't it? I might have said this before, but I discovered since my last horse video that horses have knees and ankles. I really hadn't studied them that closely, although as a child I used to spend hours watching some Shire horses being groomed on the farm where I lived. But hey, I guess I never paid close attention. I want this to look like two frisky horses playing in the surf on a tropical beach. We have a beach close by that horses are taken down to, and they just sort of amble along in the water. They seem to enjoy it. I once went to a place on the Delaware Peninsula. I think it was called Chincoteague, but I can't really remember. But they have wild horses in that area. I think they are rounded up every year or so, and they take some of the horses, but they live out on an island, I think. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but I know it was on the Delaware Peninsula. Okay, so I've got paint on the horses and covered my canvas. I'm not totally thrilled. I'll have to put it aside and just think about it. Okay, so I'm just dotting on surf with an old bristle brush and titanium white. It won't totally stay like this. I'll have to work on the surf to make it look like surf, but I'm just putting paint on at the moment. I'll probably put on several layers of white before I get it where I want it, and also I'll put some shadow in there because, as I said before, the foamy surf casts its own shadow. I'm putting in a greenish blue made from French ultramarine blue and sap green because I think I put in a bit too much white. But as I say, I pick away at surf until I get it how I want it to be. There's some good YouTube artists who do wonderful water and ocean water and surf. I'm going to dot in some more white to get that sort of puffy, foamy look that you get in surf. That's how I do it anyway. I'm putting a few more shadows in with the French ultramarine blue and the sap green. I think I've got a little hint of yellow in there. I like a sort of aqua colour. I think it's looking more surf-like. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. Well, I thought about the picture for more than a day and decided that it was supposed to be a breezy day, in my opinion, and the manes and tails just didn't look right. So I'm redoing those again. I'm making them sort of fly away in the breeze. I think that will look better. I'm using an old bristle brush and some titanium white. I'm going to splatter white droplets over the legs of the horses just to represent that splash of foam that the horses kick up as they're playing. I'm also reinforcing the lines of the surf I find that the white, as it dries, dulls down a little bit. So I'll keep coming in until I get it to the brightness that I need. Hi, baby. I hope I'm improving as I paint horses, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.